Have you ever tried some simple psychological tricks to attract women? For a woman to be completely attracted to you, a lot depends on your personality, confidence, and using the correct understanding of a woman's psyche. It will eventually be much easier for you to live, and you'll probably enjoy it more if you learn how to impress a girl, because it will make you more likable and confident. So we hope that these pointers will help you woo the girl that you want. Like and subscribe. Special. Little gestures can demonstrate your affection for your girl. She will thank you for doing this. Now don't ignore her and don't attempt to win. If she texts you, reply to it straight away. Make sure you are accessible in case she wants to chat, despite the fact that it may be a little challenging. Don't make the conversation just about you when you speak to a girl. You can help girls feel more comfortable by discussing shared interests. Ask for information about her interests, including her hobbies and her favorite books, music, and movies. Give her a few sentences worth of answers to any questions she might have, and after that, direct it to her. She will start talking again because of this. And another option is to share a private joke with your friend. As a result, you will develop a private bond that only the two of you can share. Both of you will feel a stronger sense of connection, and you'll have an easy conversation starter thanks to this. Body language. Women are drawn to men's confident body language and demeanor, which is a well-known fact. In the early 19th century, this was even more apparent, as women were drawn to men with a sense of poise and power who were unafraid to take charge. They would stand tall with their shoulders back and heads high to appear more confident, and women would just swoon around them. It resembles a magnet in many ways. So, maintain a friendly demeanor. In other words, when standing, you shouldn't hunch over or slouch. Ensure that your stance is broad, open, and tall, and you will be able to draw her right in. Laughter. Although you may believe that you aren't funny, the truth is that everyone can be funny. It takes practice to accept the awkwardness of sharing a funny joke. Telling more is the best way to get better, and girls love to laugh. The more humor you give them, the better they will feel. Now, this will show that you are intelligently strong and funny, which can be a desirable trait for a future partner. This will allow you to see her eye movements when she laughs and help you to determine if she's interested. If a girl laughs, you can tell if she's into you by looking into her eyes. She may be subconsciously attracted to you if she looks at you first whilst laughing. Common ground. We like people who are like us. According to sociology and psychology, it implies that you are more likely to enjoy spending time with someone who shares your interests than with someone who prefers to engage in activities you have never heard of. You can use this to your advantage. The key is to pay close attention to what she has to say while carefully emphasizing your points in common. Does she claim to enjoy music? Inform her of your favorite song. Make an effort to get the girl to like you by doing some research beforehand, learning what she enjoys and checking those things out. Research has shown that this influence affects things like favorite colors, attitudes, and movie preference. We believe this is the case though because, psychologically speaking, our brains perceive them as safe people if they are more similar to us, well, because they are more predictable. Help. So this is definitely a secret tip and maybe even a little bit manipulative, but definitely not anything evil or negative. Just ask her to do something for you. There is a psychological effect called the Benjamin Franklin effect that goes like this. If you ask someone to do something for you, they are more likely to like you because of their internal reasoning. So you ask a girl to do something for you, she does it, and she subconsciously likes you a little bit more. You might be asking, why though? Well, when we do stuff for people, our brain thinks that since we did something for them, we must like them. Compliment. A girl can feel special when she receives a genuine and sincere compliment. When we recognize the effort and care put into a task or simply appreciate someone for their unique qualities, it has the potential to significantly boost their self-esteem. Think about what you appreciate most about her. You might adore her intelligence, her humor, or her smile. The use of compliments does have its limits. Other than her smile and eyes, she shouldn't be complimented on her appearance. Be succinct and to the point. Be careful with your words choice. A simple, wow, that's a pretty dress, or I like that outfit, won't cut it. Instead, you can say, you look great in that dress. Touch. This is an excellent all-purpose subconscious psychological trick. Touch her shoulder or hand while asking for something. Alternatively, invent a touch-based game with your friend like rock, paper, scissors. If necessary, think of a cool handshake. You need to communicate to her that you feel comfortable around her and are willing to touch her in a non-sexual way in order to elicit a response. If she seems fearful or repulsed, don't touch her. However, if she responds positively, lightly touch her arm or hand as you initiate the game. By creating an atmosphere of mutual trust, you can better establish a connection with your interest. Let's talk about the love hormone. Oxytocin, which is known as the love hormone, aids in that development of bonds and intimacy between people. Now, if there is enough oxytocin between you, there is no way to stop her from being attracted to you. A great way to allow oxytocin to flow freely between you is to initiate touch, but not in a sneaky way. Whenever you see someone that you like, you can give them a hug. You can fluff their hair or put your hand on the small of her back. If she feels uncomfortable though, you have to stop. Doing so will increase the chances of her developing strong romantic feelings for you, as oxytocin is known to increase trust and connection between two people. Have your own life. This lays the groundwork for you to win her over and is essentially the foundation for starting a great relationship. Consider it this way. Imagine that someone is trying to sell you a brand new book that contains a ton of secret life formulas and promises to make you wealthy, content, and get a six-pack in 3 days and take over the world. You purchase it because the book's marketing and packaging looks fantastic, but when you open it, all is written on the inside is the message: life is short, you don't need these things, buy more books for better advice. Reverse. Numerous individuals employ this method to achieve their objectives. It's critical to use it responsibly. When you tell someone they can't have something, it makes it more difficult for them to get it. So while this technique can be effective in certain circumstances, it should be used carefully. This is known as reverse psychology. If you tell a woman that you are not the right person for her or that you are difficult to get to know, she will probably try even harder to get to know you. Reverse psychology is an effective tool when used properly. However, it can be dangerous if abused. Positivity. Another excellent suggestion for how to charm a woman is this. Are you more attracted to someone who has a gloomy, frail personality than someone who is intelligent? The solution is simple to see. Women are drawn to intelligent, humorous, and vivacious men unless you are a little dark. It is true that dark and mysterious personalities can be attractive, but more often than not, a woman will be charmed by someone who is able to make her laugh and bring out the best in her. So be cheerful and upbeat around her. She will enjoy having you around, and when we are around positive and happy people, well, they naturally raise our vibrations and lift our mood. Being her friend. Being her friend and being friend-zoned are very different things. I should add that it has been demonstrated to be completely acceptable to spend months in the friend zone before moving in and beginning a relationship. Do things that will make her smile and go above and beyond. Leave brief notes in her vehicle, send her good morning messages, discuss her issues with her, and express empathy. In fact, you are already halfway dating her by engaging in these activities. You basically just need to tell her that you want her for the rest of your life. But in all seriousness, the strongest bonds are built on honesty and friendship. Have a hobby. Anything you are passionate about can be your hobby. Just make sure that it's genuinely a passion rather than a facade. If I pretended to enjoy using chainsaws and creating works of art with them in my spare time, but in reality I didn't, well then you would notice, right? You would know that I was making that up. Now the secret to finding your passions is to actually begin with something you enjoy doing and then just keep on going with it. You'll become more passionate about it and more likely to attract a girl's attention as you practice it. And the better you get at it and the more you develop your skill. And if I was genuinely passionate about using chainsaws to create works of art, well then you would be able to see that sparkle in my eyes and feel the enthusiasm in my words. Trust. Let's talk about it. Because we naturally have a tendency to be very wary of unfamiliar people and try not to trust them. Psychologically speaking, we like and trust people who first trust us. She will start to reciprocate in the same way once you give her a reason to believe that you can trust her. Now, the easiest way to gain someone's trust is by showing them that you trust them. You should be able to gain her trust by sharing a secret. And if you're wondering, how do I get her to like me? In case she tells someone, I advise you to share secrets with her that you would be comfortable sharing with others. Just make sure that information is private and would be considered a secret.